time here about off-the-shelf maps, also known as OTS maps, versus a Protune. I've had both of them, and I kind of just want to share my experience. And for those new to really anything of tuning, I kind of want to give you guys some insight, at least my personal insight, on the difference between the two. I've been through 3 motors on this WRX. I have a 2015 WRX with a currently a 2019 motor on it. And basically I've been through 2 Cobb OTS tunes, and I've been through 1 Protune through the local performance shop in my area. That's about the only thing I go to performance shops for, is to have them take care of tunes until I either figure out if I want to learn tuning or whatever. But let's basically explain this. So, off-the-shelf tunes are typically tunes specifically sent from companies that make a bunch of different parts for your vehicle, or have gotten a hold of vehicles that have a whole bunch of one brand specific parts. So there's a few brands I know out there off the top of my head. MA Performance has a whole bunch of their own parts, intakes, exhausts. Let's see, I'm sure there's more, but I know they for sure have those 2 things, slash 3 things, because I believe they do downpipes slash J pipes. But they have their own tuning software that you can basically buy from them and get strictly put into your vehicle. And then Cobb is the other big one for basically anything that's a turbocharged vehicle, from, you know, your Ford Focus ST to your Subaru WRX or STI. And I'm sure there's a bunch of other ones that they offer, but they're a big one in off-the-shelf tunes. As most people know, Cobb is one of the very few, if I think actually the only one, that actually sells an access port that basically lets you save a bunch of tunes to your vehicle and switch through them whenever you want. And so the difference between the two is, unless you are buying, and even if you are buying all of one specific part, reputable tuner, this and that, and you make sure that you got the right stuff. I can almost assure you that you won't have very many problems, and you'll be able to beat on the car, and you'll be able to enjoy the car for the capabilities it offers with the upgrades you put on. So, if you guys have any questions or want me to talk about something else, I drive a lot, so let's just, I don't know, again, I'm not going to make this into a series. That sounds so good. I'm not going to make this into a series unless I get enough, but that's my stand on OTS, off-the-shelf tunes versus Protunes. Hopefully this helps you if you're looking to get a Protune or you can't decide between the two what the difference is. And they're both obviously cost money, not as much as the others. But if you guys have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. If you guys want to know anything more, any other debating topics, contact me and I will make another video on them. But other than that, that is my standpoint on off-the-shelf tunes versus Protunes. I don't know how many times I've said that now. I kind of want to put a count because I feel like I have to keep repeating myself on that. But I just want to make it very clear that Protunes are way worth the money versus an off-the-shelf tune. So, take that for what it's worth, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, and we'll just, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. So, peace. Enjoy.